your boy, Jet Black, the one and only, here with
AP.
That's what it sounds like when you put it in that new video editor, my
Right.
dog. And today we'll be talking about micronations and permanent populations. Yo, thank you for smashing that like button. Haven't even really started the video. 23 seconds in. Already got one like. Truly appreciate it. Let me get the live chat up so we'll be able to talk with you all during the stream as we discuss. Yo, Scavenger, welcome to the stream.
Hey.
That way we'll be able to talk to you all as we discuss how you can easily, with the greatest of ease, get a permanent population for your micronation. And we're going to cover a few things that you may have already heard in another micronation video. Yo, Vegeta, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. So in this video, we're going to describe how to easily get a permanent population for your micronation. But first, we kind of have to describe like how you get a micronation and what a micronation is. A micronation is essentially a country that can exist based on international law without having to be recognized by other countries. Vegeta said, it's babe and baby. I'm not baby, God love me. Fucking, if you guys ever watch Dinosaurs. Scavenger said, yo, Winslow, bad news and good news. I think this has to do with your logo, what he's about to
What are the newses?
So a micronation is a country that doesn't have to be recognized by other countries. He said, bad news, I can't draw. Good news, I'm getting my friend to draw it. So his friend's going to draw your micronation's logo.
Thank you, I appreciate it. If you want to go and check out the channel's up. We have our first video. I'm actually fixing the sound on it, so it'll be up better in a minute, but got it.
Vegeta said, logo? So this video is all about micronations, and your boy Winslow to the side has started his own micronation,
Yes.
which has a YouTube channel. He needs a logo for his micronation, and Scavenger agreed to help him make one. Once Scavenger realized that he wasn't going to draw that shit, he got his friend to draw it for him, and that's what's currently happening. Vegeta's like, what channel? Yo, plug that channel.
It is the Empire of Eternia. It's Eternia spelled Aeternia.
Scavenger said, I was watching that video, and then the stream happened.
Oh shit, okay. Well, I appreciate you watching.
Vegeta said, drop the link.
Could you drop it? Because I can't.
I like how you're like,
I'll break it.
You're like, I'm unable to drop it.
I would break it. It would fall on the ground. I'd start crying. It'd be a problem. Like, I don't know.
So I should be able to drop the link in the live chat right now, actually. Bam. So that's the link to the Empire of Eternia intro video.
Hey.
Make sure to subscribe to his channel and join the Empire of Eternia. Scavenger said, hey. So, micronations. What are they, and how can you easily gain a permanent population for your micronation? A micronation is a country that fits the parameters of what is defined as a country by international law. Based on these parameters, you don't have to be recognized by any other country, but you will be definitionally a country based off of international law, and therefore you are one, which can give you like certain perks. Vegeta says, it is Safari can't open the page for the YouTube link. I can't tell you anything. It worked for me. It's the YouTube link verbatim. He says, type in the name.
Okay.
It should come up immediately if you type in the name for his
Channel.
thing.
Right.
Did I type it in correctly before I hit enter?
Yep.
Oh, Scavenger was already on it.
Hey,
Cool.
thank you.
So yeah, once again, I'll define a micronation before we jump in.
Yes.
Okay, so a micronation is a country that fits the parameters of what a country is based off of international law, specifically the Montevideo, or as Aiden says,
Montevideo.
Convention. And a micronation is a cool way for you to set up your own country within international law. Now, the requirements for starting your own micronation are that it has to have a permanent population, a defined territory, a government, and a capacity to interrelations with other states. A capacity to interrelations with other states simply means that other countries should be able to get in contact with you. And I mean, if you have like a phone or internet connection, you already immediately have a way. I mean, you exist, right? You could technically like go to talk to them. I don't know how you don't have the capacity to talk to them, so I don't get it.
As long as, I guess, if you're not going to represent your nation, I think is the whole thing that they're trying to say. Like, if you decide that it's not important enough, then you don't have anybody that cares about it, and then it's not a thing. Like, you couldn't make something and then be like, I'm not a part of it, but it's over there, and so it's a thing. I don't know.
Scavenger said, if you live out to sea without Wi-Fi. Vegeta said, does it show an intro video?
Yes, it does.
His channel does.
Yes.
And he said, or phone signals. So Scavenger, that's like saying that if you're on like an island and you have like a shit ton of people, but you guys are like tribal savages, so like, that's not a country. Let's see. So getting a government isn't that hard because of the fact that there are like so many already existing like government frameworks, to where you can literally just pick one that already exists and just say that's what my country uses, or you can just make up your own laws which then define your own government. Scavenger says exactly, it's a tribe, not a government, for like the savage thing. That makes sense. Yo, Smoke, welcome to the stream. Good to have you. So next up is defined territory, which you can do with the greatest of ease because of the fact that there are there's just straight up a list of territories that aren't claimed by any nation, and all you have to do is say that my defined territory are these like non-claimed territories, and that's it. Like, now you have a defined territory. Now, the biggest issue with starting your own micronation, and thank you all for smashing that subscribe button and that like button, truly appreciate it. The hardest part of starting a micronation is permanent population. So if a permanent population is not allowed to be 0, then it's hard for you to say that you're like populating your country if you're not in your territory. These areas that are like non-claimed territories around the world are areas where like no one really lives. Right. So unless you're like there, they could argue that you don't have a permanent population because you have no one living in your territory, and therefore it doesn't work. Scavenger says, my territory is my garage, population of 1. Now the issue there is that your garage is in the United States, so you're defining territory within the bounds of already claimed land, which can cause some issues. But here I'm going to show you in this video how you can define your territory as like a way far off territory where you don't live and still have a not just a permanent population of 1, but greater than 1 with the greatest of ease. It's very simple.
All you do, you put holograms that record people and follow them around, and you put them on the island so that whatever they're doing, they're still on the island even when they're not.
That's like an interesting idea,
but that's a lot of money,
and it's not easy.
You could just get people to live on the island.
Yes, by that point. Scavenger said that his micronation's a monarchy. That's cool.
Yeah.
So here's the easiest way to have a permanent population and your micronation without you living there, and that's by just having really broad citizenship laws. Scavenger said, King of Garage is my title.
Damn.
Congrats. So in order to easily gain a permanent population by having open citizenship laws, first we have to talk about non-human citizenship. Right. Which is a relatively recent thing. We're talking like last year. Mm-hmm. Saudi Arabia made a robot a citizen.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they made that thing that Hanson Robotics made a citizen. But the bullshit with that is that isn't even like a real artificial intelligence. It's just like a programmed thing that's like a puppet. What the fuck?
Yeah. So like, yo, Zarbon, welcome to the stream. So don't forget to smash that like button, Zarbon. So when it comes to non-human citizenship, right, the fact that you can make things that aren't even smart citizens, you can be like all the microorganisms and this like, yeah, and this defined territory.
All the plants, and then it's like, oh fuck.
Yeah, are my citizens, right? So you have a permanent population of like all those creatures that exist in that defined territory, and you're like, yeah, all my citizens are there.
Yeah.
That's my permanent population. So that's the easiest way for you to get around that loophole. I mean, sorry, no, that's the loophole that easily lets you get around that law.
Like anything that's alive is mine.
That's my citizenship. Yeah. If it's living and it's there, then that's their citizens.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that is like the easiest way to get around that, and you don't have to worry about anything. Zarbon said, Zarbon's putting up some gay fan fiction. You can post that on the Amino in a blog. Make sure to join the Nigga Benson Nation Amino. If you guys post fan fiction using any of the characters from the stream, then make sure to post it on the Amino. We'll do a video where we'll read the fan fiction. I've done that before. It's pretty crazy.
I bet it sounds like it.
Let's see. So with that, if you want to start a micronation today, the easiest thing that you can do is pick one of those terra nulliuses. That's like a territory that's well defined, but no nation has claimed it, and define it as your territory. I believe there are 3 of them that we currently are aware of. Then, after you define your territory, you either choose a government system. There's a whole list of government systems on the internet, or you just create your own. Like, it doesn't matter. Then make sure that you just are ready and willing to speak with other nations. So that's not a hard thing at all either.
Unless you're very antisocial, in which case it might become difficult.
You might want like an ambassador or like
Right.
a representative of your nation.
Yeah, but then that's hard because if you don't want to interact with people, how do you find an ambassador?
True. If you're watching this video, hopefully you're good.
You could
Make us an ambassador.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
You could do that. You could also set up like a chatbot to like talk to people, and then just program the chatbot with like answers you'd give.
And give it citizenship.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then all you gotta do is for your permanent population, just have very open citizenship laws for non-human citizens in the territories that you set up to ensure the glaciers are my citizens. All the glaciers are my citizens.
All the water.
All the water there is my citizen. All the air in that area, that's a citizen. Scavenger said, makes sense. Yeah.
All my citizens are my citizens.
So yeah, if anyone has any questions, this is the time to ask. But if no one does, then thank you all for watching. If you like this video, make sure to like. Yo, what's
I have
up?
one more thing to say.
Okay, in relation to the topic,
Yes.
or hey, you have a new channel and you want people to subscribe to your new channel.
Actually about the topic, but also going into my channel about sort of talking about what we're gonna do. Another thing that you can do as far as like undefined territory, no one nation can claim a celestial body because of the Outer Space Treaty.
Mm-hmm.
So the way that you could do that, if you could actually afford to get somebody into space and then put them on a celestial body, it's fucking yours.
But no one's supposed to claim celestial bodies, period.
Right. You can't be like, oh, this is mine. Like you can't just claim it without somebody being there. But like if you live there, then it's your shit.
I don't think living there is enough for you to make a claim. Because I remember the Outer Space Treaty thing.
Like nobody, unless somebody sent a warring army off of the planet Earth, which would start a huge
No
thing.
one could dispute it.
No, like nobody would come and try and stop you. Because it costs so much money. Also, if you create something in space, then it is yours by definition. Like, for example, you can't claim Mars, but you can claim the International Space Station if it's yours. Like, the countries that are in the International Space Station, that's their space station.
Well,
People who own satellites, that's their satellite.
But, I mean, yeah, you could claim, I guess, whatever you built. But those are, like, constructions and not, like, nations.
But it can be. If people live there, it's a thing.
Treaty on the principles and governing activities of... Well, hold on. This should be a whole other video. Like, us, like, debating whether or not you can, like, make a celestial body, like, a nation. But, yeah. Let me check the live chat real quick. Scavenger said, if you live there, it should be that country's. Disagree. Yeah. Winslow said, Vegeta said Winslow has 10 subs now. Yo, congrats on the subs.
I have 10 subs.
Yo, check it. Yo,
hey. That's awesome. I went from like 0 subs an hour ago to 10 subs. That's awesome.
Vegeta said, is this Jank Heroes? No, we're talking about creating a micronation, which we've defined multiple times. I'll hit you up again. Yeah. It is a country that fits within international law as being a country because it's defined by the Montevideo Convention what a country needs in order to be a country. You don't have to be recognized by any other nation. Like, the U.S. doesn't have to, like, shake your hand and be like, congrats, you're a country. Right. You just have to fit within the parameters of the Montevideo Convention. These parameters are, you must have a permanent population, a defined territory, a government, and capacity to enter into relations with other states being other countries. So the way that you do this is you have very loose citizenship laws, an understanding of terra nullius, which are the different territories that aren't claimed by any country, and a government, which you can just pick a government that already exists or create your own form of government, and just a way for other nations to be able to contact you. You can have a fucking email address and be like, that's my capacity to enter relations with other nations. Hit me up at
AOL.com.
Yeah. Vegeta said, oh, okay. He says, so it's about sperm donation. Right. Well, if you would like to donate sperm to our nations, sadly, I haven't, like, fully named my micronation, and until we get a name, I don't think we'll have a P.O. box for you to send your semen, but we'll work on that. We'll work. It's a stepping stone. Oh. You go to Terra Nullius, and it's, like, to, like, a unclaimed territory,
right,
and you just beat it, and then, like, you skeet on the ground, and you're like, those are my citizens.
Those are my children.
Non-human citizens. You never said my citizens had to be alive. Non-human citizens. But yeah, if anyone has any questions, this is definitely the time to ask the questions.
Yes.
If not, thank you all for watching. If you like this video, make sure to like this video. Favorite, comment, subscribe, and ding, ring that bell to be notified whenever you do these live streams. This is your host, your friend, your boy, Jet Black the one and only, here with...
AP.
Logging out. Peace. Oh, yo, welcome to the stream, Nick. We're actually closing it out, but it's good to have you. Don't forget to smash that like button, and have a wonderful day. Peace.